Hello and welcome everyone. Let me share my screen first. Let me know if you can see my screen. Yes. Okay. Let me start. Let it start. So you guys are aware of React earlier or don't know anything? Or little you know. First of all, you are students or you are working professionals or you are looking for a job.
Looking for jobs.
Looking for a job. Okay. So Smee, what about you? Are you a student or you are looking for a job? Because I have to change the content accordingly. I have to teach in that manner. Okay, it started. Okay, so I'll just give a little bit since NP. I mean NP Kolapa. What is your exact name? What should I call you?
Kollappa, sir.
Kolapa. Okay, okay, fine. See, since you are looking for a job, Susmi, you are a student or looking for a job? Okay, I think she is on mute. Okay. Anyway, so since you are looking for a job,
Looking for job, sir.
looking for job. Both of you are looking for job. Okay. So I'll just tell from the jobs perspective also, I'll just teach. Okay. Because in React or JavaScript, a lot of interview questions are there, which we have to discuss also because you both are looking for a job. Okay. While doing the project, I'll explain you all these things. Okay. Okay. Did it start? Okay, it started. So you are aware of React earlier or not? Little you know. See which one I've opened. Correct. Okay, now let's start. Okay, so the project that we'll be developing, this is a setup only, right? It's a very simple project. Okay, so in this simple project, we'll be creating one simple menu. But before going there, since you both are looking for a job, let me tell you some examples of, in React, what kind of, so basically in React, machine coding round will be there, okay, where they'll be asking you such kind of projects, a small project, 30 minutes project, okay, and through that project only, they will expect that you are, they will have some, they'll be checking your, yeah, Kolaba, tell me.
Actually, I don't have React, sir.
Can't hear you. Tell again.
Sir? Sir?
No, you were saying something.
Actually, I don't have React, sir.
Okay, you don't know React. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll teach everything. Okay. I'll just do a project and then I'll explain everything. Okay, let's do the project first, then we can talk about it. Okay. Okay, first of all, what we'll do is that we'll create a simple menu and there will be a list of buttons over there. When I click on, suppose if you go to any hotel, right? If you're ordering from Zomato or any hotel website, if you go now, there will be something, some menu options like breakfast is there, lunch is there, dinner is there, all those things are there, right? So if you click on breakfast, you will see all the breakfast item with the images and what description of the items is there, right? Or when you click on lunch, all these items, whatever is there, the available in lunch, all the menu and what the description and the price and everything is there, right? Similarly, any hotel website, any top hotel website, if you are, or furniture website or any other website, you will have a list of buttons where you click on the button, you will see that category of items and then you can order it, right? Those kind of website are very simple to do. These are e-commerce website. We'll do similar website, okay? It will not take much time, but we'll do it, okay? So now, what is visible in the screen is, okay, let it load. So now, first, what we want to do is, let's create a simple menu over here, okay? So I'll just create a div. Inside that div, I'll be having the menu as a component. Okay. Now, what are components? Components are where you write the code. Okay, in React. Simple. So basically, I have to create this menu component and import it over here. So already I've created it. Okay. So let me create for you one more time. Simple. I'll just write a RAFCE. So this is a shortcut through which we create any functional component. So basically in React, we are having class-based component as well as functional component. So right now we are creating functional component. Okay, so when I write RAFCE, it will create a kind of a functional component. How do you know it's a functional component? Because it looks like a function, simple, nothing else. Okay, so now I'm having a functional component. I have created already in the main.js file. I just need to import it and then use it. Okay, so for that I've already imported it and I've just used it. Okay, now whatever is there in this menu component, I'll just write here menu component. It should be visible. Okay, now if I just save over here, what is expected is that I have to see menu component in this statement. This statement is there. This should be visible over there where it should be visible in the screen. Okay, then only we'll know that okay, if it is working. So menu project setup is there, and after menu project setup, I am expecting that menu. Okay, it is compiling. Okay, it's still compiling. Let it get compiled. Okay, now compile. So menu component is visible, right? That means our new component that we have created, which is called the menu component, this is working. Okay. Now, since this is working, what I need to have in this menu component? Basically, we will have some data, and that data we have to render using React. Okay. Now, what is the data that we are having? We are having this particular data. I already have this data. So let me tell a little bit about the data that we have to show in the screen. And the data is called menu, where I'm having some ID, some title. Okay, this is buttermilk pancakes is that. So this will be a breakfast item. Okay, which has a price, which has an image, which has a description, right? Now there is something in lunch. Okay, there is something which snacks are there, breakfast is there, and all these different items are there. Now I have to show these items in this screen. Okay, so for this, what I have to do is that I have to take this data and show in this screen, right? So there are around 9 items are there. So if I want to show any item in the screen, what I have to do is I have to first import it. So which I have already imported it. Okay. So let me first show you how it looks. Okay. Just write a parenthesis over here. Okay. Not here. I just need to write a parenthesis just to show you how the data, the items looks from data. Okay. Just write here items. Okay, if I just save over here, you will see in the screen, it will not be valid, it will not be visible because these are all simple objects. Okay, so for example, if I want to just write here items of 0, okay, and then I'll just write here maybe the what is that category is there. Okay, simple, just to see that whether it is a valid item or not. Okay, breakfast, it is visible, that means we're able to get the item. Okay, now what I'll do is that I will pass these items to our menu component. Okay, and through that I have to show in the menu component basically. So how to pass these items from this app.js file to the menu component? How to pass it? There is something called props. Okay, I just write here props. Props means properties. Okay, so I created a items property. Okay, alert equals to, I'll add a parenthesis and I'll pass the same. So this items is the prop name and these items is the data that we are getting. Okay, now which means that in the menu, since I'm passing this value, which means that in menu.js file, I can get this value, right? So how to get the value? What I'm passing items, right? So I can get the value because I'm passing an object. I can restructure the object in this manner and I'll write here items over here because I'm passing items. So I get items over here. Now here, if I do a same thing, that is items, what I did, items of 0 dot category I did, right? Then I'm expecting that I should see the breakfast only. Then only our passing has happened correctly is what we can know. Okay. Now when I'm saving over here, I can see breakfast, which means that the data that I passed from app.js file, that is these items, that is there an app.js file, which I've imported from this particular data.js file, which is there in app.js file. From here, I am passing to the menu component. And when I'm showing it, it is visible. This much clear, right? This much clear? How I pass
Yes,
data?
sir.
Clear, right? Sushmi, clear? This much? How I passed from the parent component to the child component, the data. This is clear?
Yes,
Yes?
yes, sir.
Sir, can we create in shell component for
Sorry,
parent
sorry.
time?
Come again, Kolapa.
Can we create in shell component for same
Same
component.
component also we can do in the same component, but you see, whenever you are scaling an application, the ideal thing is when you are having different component, when the component talk to each other, the code becomes smaller, right? In one file only you can write everything, that is not a problem, but always create different component for different features. Since menu component will have code related to menu features. Okay, so I have created it separate. I could have written the same, all the logic in the app.js file only, not a problem. But it will be very difficult to manage, right? Because a lot of code will be there in one component. Tomorrow, if I want to add different features, I shouldn't do everything in one component file. Na? That's the reason I have created smaller components so that something like code splitting, then the lot of optimization, code optimization techniques is what we call them. So when you separate the code between different components, managing it will be easy. Okay, that's the reason we get different components. Okay, now this we see. Okay, this is a very kind of a vague thing that for showing you I just did like this. Now we have to show in the screen, right? How to show in the screen? Okay, so first of all, anything you want to show in Reactor, we can write in a parenthesis, like how we wrote. Now what I'll do, I have the items, but before before entering the items, I should know what is there in the item now. So we will use something called object destructuring, in which now I'm getting an items object now. In items object, what I'm having? In the items object, what I'm having a ID, title, category, price, and image. These are the properties I'm having. I have to use the exact same properties. Okay. So one title property is there. What is there? Category is there, price is there, image is there, right? So I'll just write here category. Same exact name you have to write category. Then there is a price, image, and description. Okay. So price, image, and DESC description is there. Okay. So these are the different what is happening here. Also unused. Yeah, it is unused. So now what I've done is I just destructured. This is called destructuring. This is called object destructuring. So inside items, these are this kind of one object. So I've just destructured one of the object inside items. Okay. This is called object destructuring. There is something called array destructuring also. Okay. Now what I want to do is I can just iterate through the items. So I just set here items. How to iterate through the items? What are the different? This is an array, right? Array of objects. Items is an array of objects. How to iterate through it? There are a lot of ways. One of the function is map, right? Map is one of the function through which you can iterate some item. Okay. So I'll just write here item, and I will tell that okay, whatever you are iterating. First of all, let me show you whether it is getting iterated or not, whether we are able to see or not. So if I just write what happened here. Okay, so it is expecting that you have to return something, right? So basically, okay, so just to return. Okay, in this return, I am just writing item dot category. Okay, not items, item dot category is what it is expecting us to return. What is happening here? Okay, first of all, let me not write like this. Let me write in this manner. Okay, so that will be a little easier. Okay, so if I just do here item dot category, or just let me just write an item. Let's see what is happening. So it is saying that objects are not valid as a React child, which is saying that it is not able to iterate through the item without the without the keys, is what it is saying, right? So
Any
basically
different,
this problem. Yeah, Golaba, tell me.
you can use different categories. Sir.
No. So basically what is happening is whenever you are using a map, so it is expecting that you have to always return something. So if you don't return, then this problem will happen. Okay.
Okay.
So if I just return something, this is a very common problem because it's an object, right? So it is expecting, ideally this should work. I don't know why it is not working today. Okay. So what we will do is, what we will do, is we will do is, what 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 we Mm. Okay. So if I just do a mm, within this div, if I just write an item, not like this. Okay, see now it is coming, which means that it is expecting that you have to return something. Now, this is called JSX. JSX means you are writing HTML inside JavaScript. See, I've written here JavaScript code and then I've written HTML also, right? So this is called JSX. Okay, JavaScript extension. Basically, it came from PHP. So where Facebook team were developing it, they were working on something called XPHP, and from there XPHP React came into being. So they combined HTML and JavaScript together and formed something called JSX. If you write in JavaScript, if you write in TypeScript, it's called TSX. Okay, simple. So now what I will do is I have to show what few things I have to show. This is working, right? So in that case, I have to create one image because I have to show the image first, right? So in the image, what I'm having, SRC is there. Okay. So that SRC is a source wherein I can have something called the item dot what is that image. Okay. One thing I can do. Yeah, this should work. What happened here? Okay, alt property is what we're expecting. So alt will be the description. Okay. So I just do item dot description. Okay. Now when I say over here, I'm expecting to see the images. Okay. So now this images came, right? Now this will arrange it nicely. All the images that were available, all the 9 images, everything is there. Okay. So along with the image, what I want the description, the price and everything, right? So I'll just create one div with header. So what else is there? Title is there. Then the category is there. Price is there. Image and description is there, right? So which means that I will need to have the description first of all, and the price, and then the title. Sorry, the category is there, right? So it's which means that I will have. I just create a header. Okay. Okay. So in the header, I'll just give a class name for everything so that we can style it later nicely. So I'll just write here header. I'll just write here menu header. Now here what I want a paragraph. Okay. So in the paragraph, I'll just have the item dot description, and then there will be a span. Okay. That will be the item dot price. Okay. Now when I say over here, you will see the description is there. So the description will be there and the price is also there. But this shouldn't be in this manner, right? It should be on the right side. That we will be doing everything in classes. And along with that, we want something nice. So I'll just have the title over here. I'll just write here item dot title. Okay. Now when I say over here, you will see the title of buttermilk pancakes is there. Okay. I think the button will go next to it. This particular portion should go. Okay. So but this will be there. Now this we know. Okay. Now we can style this very nicely. Okay. So for styling this particular menu over here, basically image and everything we have to style, right? So I just write here class name. Guys, you're understanding little.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we'll do is that we'll go to the index.css file. Here I've already written all the styles. I can just remove everything. I can do from scratch, but I'll not do that. I will just try to do the styling of what we are doing right now. Okay, which means that I'll just remove this much. How much will be styling now. The rest of the portion should be there. Okay, let me remove this much. What else is there? Menu is there. Okay. Okay, let me remove all these things also. We'll do everything from scratch. Okay. Now, Now if you see, this style will look very, very bad. Okay, let it get compiled. Okay, but let's style it nicely. Okay, so first of all, what we have to style? First of all, we'll style the, let me give this a container. Okay, class name as menu container. Simple. Okay, now let me style it. For styling it, what I will do is, let me decrease this guy. So I just write it dot menu container. Okay, so what happened here is, so how to have the container? Now let's see first how it looks. It is looking so bad, right now. So we should have a container where all these things would be there, right? So in that case, what I have to do is I just do display flex. Okay. Just when I do display flex, everything will be nicely arranged first because everything is in the row like fashion. It will go. Okay. So when I expand, you will see that. So when I expand, you will see that everything is in the row like fashion. Everything is arranged in a row like fashion. Okay, this is in a row like fashion. We don't want like this, right? We want to have in a column like fashion. In that case, I'll just write here flex direction as column. Okay, now when I write it column, now again it is there in the same order. Okay, now it is there in the same order. Now, next thing what I will do is simple stuff I'll do. Okay, I'll just create a gap between them. So I'll just create a gap of 10 pixel. There is a gap between different items. So there is a gap now 10 pixel over here. Okay. Okay. Let me do the image, little bit of styling because image is not looking good at all. Right. So this I'll do maybe around how much? 500 pixel for the height, and for the width, I will do around 200 pixel. Okay. So when I save over here, you will see that image is looking so bad because I just decreased the width of the image. Okay. So if I just do 500 pixel, it should be okay. Yeah, this is okay, fine. Now, what we have to do is, along with display flash, I can do some margin 0 and auto. And some width, I just want to take 80 BW. Okay. Now, what this will do is that it will arrange everything in the kind of in the center, right? Not in the center, but a little bit on the left-hand side of things. Okay. Now, this is looking a little better than earlier, right now. Okay. Now, let this be in the row. The next we'll do in the column. Okay. So right now, let it be like this. When we do this completely, then we'll do in column. Okay. The header portion will do in column. Okay. So right now, let's go over here. Let's see how it is there. So menu container. Okay, I did menu container. I should have done here. Okay. This should be last. Let me write here container. And we should have done this to the container, not on the menu container. So let me save over. Yeah, now it is looking fine. See, now it is looking fine, right? So, but everything is in the row-like fashion, is that, which we don't want. Okay. So now we can do this in a column-like fashion. Okay. So now everything is perfect, right? Okay. And now I can play with this nicely, where I'll tell that, okay, align items. So vertically, you align it in the center. Okay. And horizontally, you align in the center. When I say over here, you won't see anything, but this is already center aligned. Okay. Now what I will do is, now this content is over, image is over. In the menu container, here also I just raise display flex, and flex direction again it will be column. Okay. There won't be much change over here. And then what I will do is, after the image, okay, let me do the image as little rounded. Okay. So that border radius will be 5 pixel. So the image will be a little rounded. at the edges. You see it is a rounded edges, and we want little bit of shadow also, right? Let's add some box shadow. Box shadow will be horizontally, I want 1 pixel, and vertically I want 2 pixel. Blur will be 2 pixel, and color will be RGBA, let it be 0.0.2. Okay. If I say over here, you are not seeing anything in the image. Oh, yeah, very light is there. Let's increase this to 3 pixel and this to 3 pixel. Okay. So now if you see a little shadow kind of stuff is there, right? And the blur is also okay. Let's remove the. Let's make it 5 pixel. Okay. So horizontally you see, but I don't want horizontally. So let's do 0 horizontally, and vertically let's make 5, and this should be also 5. So blur effect look little bit larger, so it will look good. Okay. Yeah. Now it is looking better. Right. So little shadow I've added. It's 0. Now it's looking good. Right. Okay. So now what we'll do is let me decrease the size a little bit. So let make 400, and the width also as 400. Vallabh, your understanding the
Yes,
styling
sir.
part?
Can we use the dashboard, sir?
Sorry,
Can we use dashboard?
sorry, come again. Can you use?
Can we use dashboard, sir?
You type in the chat. I can't hear.
Okay.
Just type it. Okay. So height and width I've added. Now what we'll do is we will just style this header. Okay. So this when we style the header. So what is the header with class name is menu header, right? So header. Okay, let me write here header. So the header, what I will do is in the header, what are there? In the header, I'm having the title. I'm having this particular price over here, and this is the particular description over here, right? So this, what I will do is, okay, you have written something. It can be used chat box. What I did not understand. It can be used chat box means. Okay, you observe carefully. Okay. Okay, so there is a price and there is description. So what I'll do is that I'll just move this guy outside the header. Okay, it won't have much effect here now. What is written? Chat box. Okay, the chat box we are telling. Okay, yeah, the chat box can be there. Order delivered there. Cart items will be there. A lot of things can be done in a particular e-commerce site. I'm just showing you only a basic page, and we'll add it later. Okay, one by one. Okay, so in the header, what I want to have is I'm having two things. Now I just here display flex. Okay. And if I just save over here, this price would be coming over here. Okay. Then I'll just write here justify content as a space between. Okay. So it will be on the where it went. Okay, it went over here. I don't want it to go over there. Okay. I want it to be in a limited space only right now. Okay. So what I will do is I will just create a not use justify space between. I'll just use a gap of maybe 20 pixel gap I'll use. Okay. What happened? Yeah. Let me add this to 100 pixel, not 100 pixel, 300 pixel. Okay. So not too much also, 250. So that it is there just below the image. Okay. Now it is fine. Now, this image is there. So for every item, we have to give a margin bottom, right? So for this image, I just give a margin bottom so that I don't see everything. So margin bottom is 10 pixel. Okay. So that there is a gap between this image and this. Okay. Now it is good. Then what I will do is this is the next is the what is that here? Okay, description. Let me write here description. So class name is description, and in this description, what I want, so paragraph with class name as description. What I want is I have to add some because this line is very large, right? You have to contain it. Okay, or else what we can do is we won't give a width to this image, so it will take only height as 400 pixel. It will take the entire space. That is also cool, not a problem. So, or else we can just give a width of 90 VH. Okay, when I say over here, it is okay. That is also fine. So every width, image width remains the same. Height I fixed, but width are given 90 VH. So 90% of the width it is taking, right? Now here I can now give justify content as a space between. So that justify content as space between. Okay, so that the price is arranged nicely at the edge. Very nice. Okay. But I want this guy to be at this position and it should be in uppercase.
Sir,
Yeah, Kolapa, tell me.
VH means sir?
Sorry?
Width 90 VH means sir?
Width 90 VH. VH means viewport. Okay, not VH, VW. So viewport width. Okay, viewport width means you see now my viewport is this particular size. Looking like a tablet view. Now, if I expand this, it will be a desktop view. So in the desktop view, it is 90% is the available, whatever space is there, 90% of the available width of this browser, whether you are opening in mobile or anything, it will take 90% of the width. That is the meaning of 90 VW. Obviously, it is not looking good, but still I'm just explaining you what is VW. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If I just decrease the size of this particular browser, so still the image size remains 90% of the available. Okay. Now, okay, so this one what I will do is that we will contain this guide, right? So what I will do is I'll just give a font size, right? Font size is 18 pixel, 18 pixel, little larger. Okay. And then okay, in the header, these colors I just need to change it. So I just give a, so inside the header, what we are having? Header, inside the header, if I'm having a span, that before the span, what I'm having, this is the span, this is a paragraph, right? So in this paragraph, I want little bit of higher font size. So this font size should be around 24 pixels so that it will look bolder. Okay. And color also, I'll just need, okay, where color black is there, something color black is there. Okay, black. And I just do a text transform of uppercase, it will become uppercase. And I just need the text to be aligned at the center. So text align to be center so that it comes to the center. Oh, it didn't come because I've given space between. So that might be the reason. So it is not coming because I've given space between. But we can do a lot of other stuff. Let it be looking good only. So font weight, I can give a little bit of thicker weight. Okay, 800. So that will be a little thick. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, so now we can look on the price part. Okay, so the price part will be something like this header, then span. So inside this span, I'm having this price at the spice font size also a little bit of font size is okay, but I won't need font weight. Font weight should be a little thicker, right? 400, so it is not becoming thicker. Why did not becoming thicker? I don't know. Okay, so let me do text transformation to be capitalized. So first one will be capitalized. So because this is a number, it is not getting capitalized. Yeah, Kolap, I read out.
No, sir.
Okay, so since this is a number, it is not working properly because there. Okay, so let me say this first. Okay, okay, it is okay. It is looking good only, but I need to have the rupees and everything, right? So here, what I will do is while doing this, I can do something like this. How to add the dollar over here or price rupees. So I'll just write here rupees over here. Will it work? I think it should work. Yeah, it is working. Because I've done uppercase, everything becoming uppercase. So in that case, I just need to write here capitalize so that only R become uppercase. S becomes small, rupees 13 rupees. Okay. Now this is looking little better, right? Nice. Okay. And it is responsive also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we can do is that we have to have this particular title we did not create now. So we'll go over here, we create this title. Okay. And the title, in the title, because in the title I'll be having this container over there. So what I will do is that let me create this, whether I've created a title component or not sure. I will create it. No, I have not created. So let's create a title component. Okay. So I'll just create a title component. So I'll just write a title dot JSX, whatever you want to write, you can write. Okay. I'll just write here RAFCE that I create a title component over here. And if I just need to import that particular title. So I just write a title so that it will automatically get imported. Yes. So now when I save, it is expected that I have to see the title over there, right? So now it is expected that at the top I see title. Okay, I see the title over the top. That means it is working. So what I will do is in the title, I will just write the title over here. So this is what? Food items is my title, right? Okay, let it be food items is my title. Now, in the title component, okay, we can do a class name. So I'll just write here title, and I'll go to the index.css. I'll just do a styling over here, simple styling, nothing much difficult. I'll just write here title. Okay. And this title will be something like, okay, let me bring everything. Okay, this margin auto is there now in the body. I can do all this stuff. Okay, anyway. So this will be font size, a little bit of higher font. So I'll just do 80 pixel. Okay, what happened? I did not save it. Okay, food items as higher pixel, and obviously we have to do text align as center. Okay, nice. This is not looking good at all. So I just tell the font family, I just change it to something else. I think it is default using that only. Maybe Times New Roman. Let's just test this how it looks. Yeah, now it is looking good. Okay, it is a too high, right? 40 pixel will be good. Yeah, okay, fine. So this is looking good. Then I just need one underline over here under the full line so it will look good, right? I just write here underline. So in the underline, what I will do is I'll just do simple stuff so that it is clear to you. Not much difficult. Margin bottom I'll do maybe 10 pixel.
Can we use margin?
Sorry,
Can we use margin, sir?
come again, Kulapa.
Can we use margin, sir, for the items?
We'll add a margin. That also you can do. Directly you can add the margins to the food item only. That will also work. Not a problem. But the problem with that is you should have a padding also, and that you have to make it as a transparent. So that will create one problem. So that is I'm not doing that. So I'll just create one more simple div, and there I will when I'll give, so it will work nice. Okay. That's the reason all because you can reuse also, na? Multiple
Yes,
ways, multiple places we can reuse. Okay, let me use this. But in the title, what I will do is, okay, at the title, I'll just write here span full items, and then under that one more paragraph, and I'll just name it underline. Okay. Why you are using class name, not class in React? Because class is a reserved keyword in React, in JavaScript. So that's the reason class name is used, not class. Okay, this is one of the interview question. underline. So now when I save over here, it is expected that, oh, we don't see anything. Why we don't see anything? Okay, I'm not save this. Okay, so we don't see anything now because the thickness we have not given anything. We give some height. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so it's a very big line. We don't want that line to be so much. Okay, so that width should be kind of how much? 20 pixel will be good. It is very small. 20 pixel is not good. 20 pixel if I say, but it is going over there, right? So which in this case, is there a body? In the body also I can give. So actually this became over here, right? So in that case, what I have to do is, what is it over here? Class name title, right? So this class name title I can give again same thing to every place 0 and auto. Okay, so no effect. So in that case, here you could write. Okay. It is working. So in that case, margin bottom we don't need. This height which is working. Okay. Okay, so the reason it is happening like this is a top bottom I'm not giving right. So this I don't need it. Yeah. Anyway, we can make it better. We'll just let's see. I think there is a lot of margin inside this food item, so maybe for that reason it is not working as expected. Let me open this guy. Let me check. Okay, paragraph there is margin, right? There is the default margin of the paragraph, and this paragraph is okay. This DB is okay. So this paragraph margin, if we remove, then everything will be working fine. Okay, so I just rate margin as none. Why is it not going? It should work.
Underline, sir. Underline zero. Underline zero autos.
Might be.
Margin.
Anyway, we know that, okay, if we remove the margin, it will work. Okay, let's not focus on those stuff because those will consume a lot of time. Okay, so now what we have to do is, we're having the food items. So after the food items, we should have the buttons. Because when I click on all, I have to see all. When I click on breakfast, I'll see the breakfast item. When I click on lunch, I'll see lunch items, right? So in that case, what we have to do, we have to move out of the CSS. We have to go to the menu again. And here what I have to do, not menu, in the title. So in the title, I'm having I should have the buttons, right? I should have the buttons. So I'll just write here div. Div. Okay. This should be a class name of button container. Okay. In this button container, what I will have, the buttons I'll be having. So what are the different kind of button I can have is, what are the different categories I'm having, which means that I have to get the categories here, right? So which means that I have to get the from the, so in app.js, I'm having the data over here. And from the data, I just need only the categories, right? So based on the categories, whatever the categories, so I'll just create one prop that is called categories. Okay. So in the categories, I'll be having the items are there. So in the items, whatever categories are there, all the categories I have to get first, right? So here what I have to do is I have to create some constant. I'll just tell here categories. So that category will be from the items. I'll just map or I'll just do a filter. If I filter, I'll get all these things, right? So let me do a map. Map will be good. I'll do map. And from the map, I'll just take item. So in the item, just what I want, item dot category is what I want. But those should be unique also, right? Okay. So these categories items, so if I just log over here, so there will be a lot of same kind of categories. Let me log and show you. Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if I just log over here, I am expecting that the same breakfast, lunch will be repeated multiple times, because that is, one item can be. So if I just log over here, what is coming? Yeah, so what we can see is breakfast. I can't see. You can see what I can't see. Breakfast, lunch. Okay, so let me recall it for a second. So what I see, breakfast, lunch, shakes, breakfast, lunch, shakes, breakfast, lunch, shakes. So it is repeating, right? I don't want this to
Yes,
repeat. I just want to have unique values so that I can have buttons with unique buttons. I can't have breakfast button, lunch button, shakes button, shakes. That different buttons I don't want. I want unique buttons,
div
right?
tag, sir. Div tag. Can you use div tag?
Sorry?
We can use div tag, sir.
We can do, but thing is, I want to make it dynamic. I can't fix it. I want to make it
Okay.
dynamic. So whatever kind of values are there, based on those values, I want to create the buttons, right? Not on, so I can do all this static thing, but static is not how you do work in office, na? You have to use dynamically. So for dynamic thing, what I have to do is, I have to get the unique value out of this. So how to get unique value out of this? The best way to get unique value out of it is using something called set. Okay. So what I will do here, categories dot new set. If I do, not like this. If I just do new set and I pass the categories over there, then you will see all the unique values. Okay. Now you see there are 3 unique values. So the repeat value is not coming. But the set is kind of an object, looks like an object, but not an object. Now what I have to do is that I have to make it to an array, right? So in that case, what I have to do is I have to do in this manner. So I just do like this, dot, dot, dot. So I get spread operator. I use spread operator to get all the values of the set and then convert it to an array. Now, when I say over here, you will see an array of unique values, right? Okay. So to do this over here, simple what I will do is I will just do this portion. So in this, what I'll get list of unique, not non-unique values. So I'll just do new set. Sorry, not set time out. New set, and I will cover everything inside the set like this. And what I did over here is just have the array and use dot 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 spread operator, and I will close that array. Okay. So what I did in 2 line, I just did in 1 line. So now categories is unique. Okay. Now since category is unique, I'll just pass these categories. So I just create a props called categories, and inside that I'll pass this categories value. Okay. Now in the title, we'll get these particular categories. Okay. So the props that I've used, what it is called categories, right? Categories. Okay. Now these prop will have what unique values. So in the button, I have to do what? I have to iterate to the button over here, and I will create a button over here, and those buttons should be unique values. Now, okay, not like this. What I have to do is I have to iterate to the categories, right? So I just write here categories dot map. So map will be individually one category. Yeah, Kulaba, tell me.
No, sir. Tell me, sir.
Right? So I'll just do a return. Okay. And the return, what I'm doing a div. Okay. And div will be not div. I don't want any div. Why should have a div? You can just have a directly a button, right? So this button will be nothing called the category. Okay. Let's see. Finger crossed, it should work. Now, when I save over here, it is expected. Let me say both. When I save over here, it is expected that we'll see the button 3 buttons, one breakfast, shakes, lunch, right? 3 items. Breakfast, lunch, shakes. Everything is working as expected. Okay. Now, obviously, we can use the styling, and then we can do a lot of stuff over here. So let's add some styling. So what I'll do is I'll add some class name, and I'll just write here button. Button container is also there. So let's go to the index.css file, Here we will just style everything now. Okay. I'll just write here dot btn container. Okay. So this will be display flex, so that it be arranged nice manner, nicely. Okay. And here I just do flex direction. Okay, flex distance is there. Gap is 5 pixel gap between them. Okay, so there is a gap between them, white band that way. Let's check. Button container display title is there. Okay, what happened in the title? What that the title that it is going like that? Okay, anyway, we can adjust it, not a problem. I think title we have not given anything now. So title if I give, because now it is creating problem for us. Display flexor. Okay, and now it is okay. Flexor direction as a column. Okay, now when I say perfect, column, then align item center if I give, so vertical it will be aligned at center. Okay, now perfect. Margin none I've given, but margin bottom I need little bit. Margin bottom I need some 10 pixel bottom margin, right? That there is a gap between. Okay, why it went there? Okay, that is also fine. Margin bottom is 10 pixel. And let's set that margin, not a. Okay, now what I want is this button container is there, na? So this button container gap is 5 pixel, that is perfect. There should be a gap between these underline and the button container, right? Where is that underline? This is the underline and this is the button container, right? So what we'll do is that we'll just go to the underline. Where is the underline? Okay. So margin 0 it is written. Let it be there like this. I just give margin bottom 10 pixel so that there is a gap between that. Perfect. Now we'll focus on the individual button. Okay. Button content is looking very good. Now let's go to the button. Okay. Now this button, what we'll do is, do I need margin? No, I just need some padding. Okay. So padding will be 5 pixel or 10 pixel. Okay. Will be larger. Very good. I need some border to be transparent. Border none I'll do, because I don't want any border right now. Okay. Background color, I want this particular background color, so it look good. Okay, nice. And I want the border to be rounded, so I'll just do border radius as 5 pixels, so that will be rounded. Perfect. Okay. Too much happened, right? So let's give 3 pixels. Little bit less rounded. Okay. I need some box shadow. So box shadow, I just want don't want inset. Horizontally, I don't need. Horizontally, let me give horizontally 1 pixel. Vertically 3 pixel. Blur will be 5 pixel, and RGBA will be. I don't want this color. Basically, I want this particular color only. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, little bit of shade is there. So let's increase to 0.3. Okay, nice. It's looking good, right? Okay, and when I hover over it, I just want to have the cursor as pointer. Okay. So now when I hover over it, it is changing to pointer. Perfect. Now this button is also very looking good. Kulapa, this much understood?
Yes, sir.
Now what is expected? So if I click on the breakfast, I just want to see breakfast items. This is a dinner item, right? Pancakes and things. Milkshake can be, thing is in breakfast. Egg can't be in breakfast. This can be in lunch, right? This can be, I don't know what people eat burger for, maybe dinner, something, right? Basically, whenever I'm clicking on the breakfast button, I want to see only breakfast. we can have one more thing. We can have all also, so that I can see all, like how I am seeing right now. So for that, what we have to do is in the categories, I can
Can we
add
explain
the.
padding, sir?
Yeah, Kolaba, tell me.
Can we explain padding, sir?
Sorry,
Can we explain padding, sir? Padding.
padding. Where padding you want to add?
Items, sir.
In the items,
Yes, sir.
where you want to add padding?
Oh,
Means
no, sir. No,
what you want to see that you want to want padding.
no, sir. No, sir. Understand.
Okay. So padding is just there to increase the size. Okay, the width and everything. If you want to increase that, for that we need a padding. Okay, first of all, this particular button, this text is not looking good. Let's change this text a little bit. Okay, so font size is 18 pixel, little larger. Um, font weight is a little bit of 300 pixels, so that it will be a little bit bold. Let's make it 400 to look bold. Why did not changing? Right, to the work. Okay, and text transform should be uppercase, right? Nice. And text shadow. Do we need text shadow?
Sir, can we add a link, sir?
Sorry.
Can we add a link, sir? Breakfast and lunch is 6.
Yeah. Not link. Basically, what we will do is whenever I'm clicking on the breakfast, I want to see only the breakfast item, not everything. Right now, what is happening is we are seeing everything, all the kind of items. We don't want to see all these kind of items. We want to see only breakfast items. When I click on lunch, I want to see lunch items. When I click on shakes, I can only see shake items, right? So right now, this is not a shake, right? This is a burger. So shake is what? Shake is only this particular item. This is a shake. Rest of the things are not
Yes,
shakes,
sir. Yes, sir.
correct, So that we are trying to do it. Okay. Okay. So let's do that. Now for doing that, I have to. So this is a button, right? I have to add what? I have to add a on-click event on click event, and on click event. What I have to do is that I just write here get. This is get item maybe. Okay. This is the function I just need to call so that I will get all the only the particular get item of in category. Okay. Get item in category is the function that I want to call so that I will see it. Okay, so I'll just create this get item. So here basically I will just want to, I don't want to do any filter over here. So in that case, what I will do is that I will
Can we show
pass this.
order location, sir?
Huh?
Order location, sir. Can you show?
Order location.
Yes, sir.
What are the different order? Yeah, those things will be there. This page. Let's complete. Then that page will come, right? So this is
Okay.
the get item category. Kind of I want to. If I click on breakfast, I need to call the get item in category, and from there I'll just get only those items which is there in that particular category only. Okay. So for that, I just created this on-click handler, and when I click over here, I'm passing this as a props, which means that this will be available in the app.js file. So here, since I'm getting the categories, now I'll just get the get item category, get item in category. So here, what I will have is, I just will have the get item category function I can call over here, and these get item function. Okay, so get item category is a function which will return what? Okay, so instead of doing this, I can just do set categories or set categories, set category. ry. So that will be something, let me write here const over here. Okay, so that will be something like this, that whatever categories are there. So I basically I'll just get the category here, and I will tell that I need only items belonging to that particular category, right? So in that case, what I have to do is I'll take the items, I'll do the map. I will tell, okay, take the item and give me the item belong to the category. So item dot category triple equals to the category that we are passing, right? So that you have to do. So here I just get item of category. Okay, item of category, not zero. So this const I'll do item of category, and now the set category. So the item of category is there. That I need to pass to this guy particularly. Okay, so I'll just do set. Do I need to do like this, or do I need to item of category? So this set item of category, I just paste this item of category over here, and I just put items. Okay. And here what I'll do is I'll write here items. I just create one use state. Okay, so that I can save it nicely. I'll just write an item of category and set items of category. Okay, so initially it will be an empty array because I don't have anything. But later, since when I'm calling this particular function, here I'm setting the items in this manner. And here, what I can do is basically I can I'm doing the set item of category first, so I can just return the item of category. So return items is what I can do. So when I return the items, I will get all the items to here. And okay, wait. Okay, I'm doing two things at the same time. Maybe for that reason it is okay. Okay, wait. What we have to do is this item should be selected as categories, right? So I just, because whenever I'm clicking on the breakfast, I have to show all the breakfast items, right? So I'll just do something like this. Okay, categories, and this is set category. Categories. Okay, I just write a use state. Little risk I'm taking now. Initially will be this will be all the items. Okay, because here I'm passing items, right? Not categories. So this will be items, not categories. Items, and this will be set items. Okay. And when I have this particular category I'm passing, I'll take this items and items I'm taking, and this will be set items. So that we'll get the updated values, right? What we get items on the right. So we cannot use in this manner items. Just write here item copy, so that we don't have set item copy. Okay, so that it don't repeat itself. Set item copy, correct? Don't need to return anything, because I just need to update it. So items, I can't write it over here. Item, I set here item one. There we have unique values, right? Okay, now it is perfect. Set item copy. So basically, I have to write here item copy. Okay. Okay, a big risk I've taken. We'll see whether it is working or not. So basically, I have to pass the. So how to pass this particular category to that? Not the category, but yeah, this particular category we have to pass, right? Whenever I'm clicking here, I have to pass this particular category to there. No? So that how you can pass. Only when we pass, then only it should work, right? So in that case, I have to do something like this. Okay, so these I can do like this. I just pass here category. Now it should work. Okay, so this category is the either the breakfast or lunch or a shake or everything that we'll get, and this value will get it over here. Yeah, over here we'll get, and then it will map it out, and it will give all the items that is has the same category. Let's see whether it's working or not. A lot of changes I've done at one time. Let it compile, it is working. When I click on breakfast, oh, see, it's not working. When I click on lunch, shake, so that means there are a lot of errors. Oh my God. Let's see what are the errors. Each child has a unique key, that is okay. What is happening? Okay, if I refresh, I see everything. When I click on breakfast, I don't see anything. Why? Because might be the filter is not working as expected. So now we have to do logs and we have to check, right, whether we are getting the category or not. Well, we are understanding what is the problem now.
Yes, sir.
So
But
basically, when I'm
category, another category creating, sir. After that, click on the breakfast.
no, what is happening is when I click on the breakfast, whether I'm getting the category or not first. Okay, I'm getting the category. That is okay. That means this particular thing I'm getting over here. Now whether I'm getting the so this particular thing is happening or not, that I have to check, right? So let me see if I'm getting the item one or not. So the item one, what is there? If the item one is not a array, then it will not work, right? So this will be item one. So let me save
Yes,
over.
sir.
When I click on breakfast, it is expected that I'll see all the breakfast. When I click on breakfast, what I see? Oh, see, now true, false is coming. This is not an array of items. Now the other is not working. So in that case, I just have to use, instead of map, I have to use filter. Because map, what it will do, it will just check whether it return the result. The return is whether true or false. That the reason it will not see. When I write filter, it should work. Okay. So now let's refresh this. So everything is visible. Now when I click on breakfast, okay, 3 items are there. When I click on lunch, lunch items are there, right? When I click on six, six items are there. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now in that case, first breakfast, 3 items are there in breakfast, category breakfast. Then lunch, 3 items are there in lunch, right? So 3 items are there in lunch, 3 items breakfast, 3 items on lunch, and 3 items on six. Nicely, we have created this right now. Okay. Okay, so our project is now complete. I mean, obviously in styling could have done a lot of other thing also, but these are only basic styles I could use, because else this project will be very long. Okay. Great. You learned, right? Lot of things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's come to little of interview side of things. See, you are aware of React or you are not aware of React? Little, you know.
React a little bit, sir. Just
Little, you know. Okay. So you see, in React, mostly these kind of questions will come. So if you go to an interview, they'll ask you, this is the particular, image. This is the particular design. You create this design. You take 1 hour of time. So like this, you have to do for senior roles. For freshers, they will ask you simple questions on related to the hooks, all use state, use effect, use reducer, use context, use dispatch, use selector, all these things, React Redux hooks they'll use. That is one. Second is they will ask you questions on related to components. Okay, what is key, what is children, what is how to pass data between parent to child, child to parent. Okay, how to pass data without using all these things. Component related questions are there. Then they will ask you generic question like what is React, how to optimize React. Okay, and how to kind of how to do authentication authorization in React, or the different design patterns in React, what is higher order functions, what is pure functions, all this kind of questions they will ask in React components and basic questions. Okay, so React questions are very less. Redux questions are there. What is dispatch? What is reducer? Can you mutate the reducer? And sorry, can you mutate the state? What is the state? What is the difference between state and store? What is the difference between state and props? Okay, those kind of generic questions are there. Are you understanding, right, Kullappa? Are you understanding what
yes,
I'm
sir.
saying?
Sir, different types of categories, sir.
Sorry,
Can we expand categories, sir?
I didn't understand. Can you expand
Can we explain categories, sir?
in the project you are asking? In this project,
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
do you want to expand in categories? More items.
Uh, More than items, can added breakfast and lunch, sir.
Yeah. We can extend anything. So basically, if you want to extend, then you can instead of 10 items, you can have 100 items over here, right? Then you have 100 items. You can see a lot of items in breakfast, a lot of items in shakes, a lot of items in lunch. This is only a dummy data I have taken. If you if you want to create a lot of
More items, sir.
items, then you have to write APIs. And in the API, you can add it in the MongoDB or any other MySQL database. You can have a lot of records over there, hundreds and thousands of items, and then it will work same only. Nothing difference.
Okay.
Okay, there is no difference
Okay.
at all. Lot of things we can do, but based on the data. Right now we have 10 items, so we can do one thing. We can have a all button here. So let's so when I click on all, I'll see all the items. Okay, let's do that also. Okay, so that will be good, right?
Okay.
So this is a title. I'm having the button. I'm having a categories. So here what I will do is I have to get the categories, right? Now here I can add something. I'll just here write all and just write here comma. Okay, this will add a all button. And when I click on all, what should happen is I should be getting all the items, right? So here I don't have a category called all, but I can do something like this before if category triple equals to all. Okay. Then what I have to do is that set item copy as items. Okay. Else you do this with this particular thing you can do. Okay. Which means that this particular thing moves inside the else, right? Right? Which means that now there will be a all button over here. See, all button is there. When I click on all, I have to see all the items. Now I think the sakes I have created, right? If I click all, I should see all the items, right? All the items came. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Everything came, right? But now one more thing you can do. When I clicking on all, this particular button should have some color difference so that you will know that okay, this particular button is active, right? Those things also you can do, and others will be shouldn't be active because I've created. So when I click on breakfast, I see the breakfast items only. When I click on lunch, I can see the lunch item, but we don't know that which particular button is active, right? That also we can do it. Like, okay, let me think about it. When I'm clicking on this
So
button,
you can be background breakfast, lunch, six different
sorry,
different colors.
huh?
You can use different colors background, sir.
No, colors
Breakfast
we
and
can
lunch.
use, but with color that problem will not solve. You have to show this button as an active button that the user has clicked this button. Now it is not active. Now, even if you change the color, will it make it active? No, right? It will. It should
No,
look a different color. Something different should be there, right? So, if it is clicked,
no, sir.
then,
We are taking the items, sir.
sorry, items.
Suppose you are click, sir, click on the breakfast, sir.
Uh,
Background item background changes, sir.
items is changing, na? I click on breakfast,
Right?
I see only breakfast item.
Okay.
I click on lunch, I see only lunch item. These three items are there in lunch. I click on shakes, I see only shake. One ice cream shake is there, one milkshake is there, and these two people are drinking this milkshake, right? Those things are happening. But we don't know the user has clicked what, I mean, which button is active. So that thing we have to add, right? Whatever we have clicked.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is now what we have to do is if the user has clicked that particular, then I have to add some button, some this is called some class called active, right? So that active I have to add, okay? And that active I can do using so many ways, but I'll just add, okay, this you might not know. I'll just add a after, and I will just write here content. This is very interesting. Observe carefully, okay? So this content I'll just write here active, okay? And let me give a position of this as relative. Position as this as a relative. This is very interesting, okay? I'll just add a little animation on it, okay? And make this position as absolute, okay? And let me give a top of 0 pixel. I don't want any top. And just give a right of maybe 20 pixel. Okay, let's see. Let's make a background color of okay, maybe this, and the color will be black only, and width to be 50%. Okay, of that particular button. Let's see how to look first, then we'll see whether we are doing correctly or not. So button, if I click, I don't see anything. So I have to see what I'm expecting is I have to see this name called active over there. Okay, so this is not getting added. Yeah, so this is not working. So in that case, I have to change. So all these things, let the position be like this. I can go over here, title. Uh, Here, what I will do is I'll tell that okay, if this will not work, I have to use it here curly braces, and I have to give uh, um, so for clicked, if it is clicked on click, I have to add this one, right? The active class. So I'm just thinking when I'm clicking here, I'm just returning what I'm returning. Uh, Here I'm going. Okay, I'm just not returning anything, right? So basically, I'm not returning anything. I'm just setting it up, right? I'm just thinking how to add the active thing, right? Um, so for that, what to do? So on click, I have to add the active class, right? Um, I can do something else also. So I just write here. button active. Set active as true. Oh, I have not written here like this. So, oh, that is the reason. Okay, so this set active, what I'll do is I just create const active button set active button. So initially it will be false. And then it will be true, right? Set active button. Okay. Uh, Set active is that, right? So what is happening over here? And now I do like this, right? Okay. So class name, what I'm saying is that if active button is false, then I want to add the only the button dot. Else I have to use what? Dot button with dot active. Finger crossed this should work. There are a lot of changes we have done. Okay. Let's see if it is working or not, or it is failing. Let's refresh. It's not working. So let's see if the active class is getting added or not. Where is this? Okay, okay, we'll return here dot. Why you have written here dot? It should be not dot. Let's see. Let's refresh this guy. Oh, see, lot of problem happened. Because I think it's not getting added properly. Because the class is not getting added properly. So what is it? But is it working properly? Okay, it's not setting up the active class immediately. For that the reason it is not visible. I am expecting that the active will be added as a class, but it is not getting added. Okay. Okay, okay. So one more thing we are doing wrong. If it is false, if it is not, right here, not. If it is false, button should be there. If it is true, button active should be there. So when I click on all, oh, okay, okay, got it. Yeah, now I understand what the problem is happening. So basically, I have done all this position and everything now, so that the reason it is not working. You see, everything become active. One more problem is there. Once you click on some other button, that other button should remove the active, and other button shouldn't be active na, in that case, right? So that's the reason everything got added. Yeah, understood, right? Kolapa, what is the problem? When you are
Yes,
toggling
sir.
between different buttons, na, we have to remove the active class also, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
active class, if it is previously active, then we have to remove it. Okay, those things you can do it nicely.
Once click on the button, no? Once click on the button, remove the yes, sir.
Yeah, so remove all the active if already there. So a lot of things are there inside that, right? So basically, what we have to do is we just need to manage active button is one function we'll write. That function, what it will do is it will do all these things, right? Just very time is less. Just quickly. Okay. So what I will do is So if we'll check that if already active is there, if it is already active, so in that case, I have to check whether the, okay, so if I just, okay, now this will become more complex because we don't know which button is active, right? So for every button, we have to check whether it is active or not, right? So in that case, we have to check the ID of the button. A lot of things are there. Let's not do all this stuff, but it will make this particular thing very, very complex. Because what we have to do right now is we have to check every button, the ID related to that button is there. That ID related button, and we have to add a active property over there also. Those things we have to do. In that case, it will become more complex. I mean, we can do it, but I'm not sure whether we'll be having that much time to do it. Okay, but you understood, right? This is a very good application we did today.
Yes, yes, sir.
You can attend. This is your first time you are attending the webinar, na?
Yes, sir.
So you attend our webinars regularly, all free, and right now you are looking for a job, is what you are saying, right?
Yes, sir.
You completed your graduation.
Yes, sir. Completed, sir. Java full stack developer, sir.
Sorry,
Java full stack developer, sir.
Java full stack developer, and in that full stack in front end you have learned React, right?
Yes, sir. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. No, sir.
Okay, but React they did not teach you.
No, sir.
Fine, fine. So you prepare for your interview nicely. And if you want to join our silver membership program, then you can join. It is very cheap. Okay. And if you want to prepare for interview, you can join my interview person membership. In that group, you will see in our WhatsApp group, there are a lot of other groups also, like silver membership, gold membership, and the interview person membership is there in our WhatsApp group, right? Those are all paid programs. Okay. Silver is only 5,000 rupees, where I teach Monstack and Minstack for lifetime access, lifetime live classes. Okay, you
Okay.
can think about it if you want to join that. If you want to come to interview preparation membership, that is for 2 years. I'm giving for 6,000 rupees, where I'm preparing people only for interviews, nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah, for two
Okay.
years, 6,000 rupees, and silver membership is 5,000. Very, very cheap. Okay, and these webinars are always free. Okay, Saturday, Sunday you can attend free webinars, learn this project and all those things. I'll upload this video in YouTube also. You can check it multiple times. These are all free stuff. Okay, and
Okay.
paid program happens either silver you can join or intro person, whatever you wish. There is a gold also. In gold I'll do only projects, nothing else.
Okay.
So interview
Okay.
person only for interview questions, gold is only for project, and silver is for Minstack and Monstack is what I teach. Okay,
Okay.
you are having any doubt, anything want to know more, anything want to learn more?
No, sir. No,
Done,
sir.
right? Okay,
No, sir.
chalo Kolapa, bye bye, take care, it was nice talking to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye, take care.
Bye.